But apparently Starfield DLC reportedly is still in the works alongside the Elder Scrolls 6. Now I fully suspect that during Gamescom online, you know what? I know it's got an O in there. Whatever that Jeff Keighley show is on Gamescom night, I just don't. On live games, on night games, whatever it's called. I suspect we're probably going to see something there for this. For Starfield, Elder Scrolls 6, we're probably still about 20 years out of seeing any content, but I think we'll probably see something for Starfield when it comes to the game show that's coming up, which will be streaming right here. But that's the latest information we have for Starfield, that the DLC is still in the works and it's still going. The Starfield DLC, like the actual DLC, won't release any earlier than September. So whether they're actually holding back other updates to compile into one to release at the same time, it's unknown. But the Starfield expansion that they do, which is yearly, that they said they were going to do, the big one, that will land in September. It's been a while since they said anything about Starfield, to be fair, but I think they're just working on the PlayStation release. I think they're working side by side with the PlayStation release, and that's delaying your content, Brandon. Not sure how you feel about that, but I think that's what's happening. But that's just my personal opinion. That isn't any insider information, that's just how I'm seeing things. Contraband! A bunch of you are asking, you know, where is it? What's going on? Xbox's Contraband is still in the works as job listing reveals new details. So expect that to get cancelled very soon. But apparently, as spotted by Tech for Gamers, the Swedish developer has posted a new Contraband job listing within the last week. The term is hiring a product lead for the upcoming AAA co-op open world action game. And it sounds like Xbox and Avalanche have big plans for this release to live on well in the future. Effectively, this job role is for someone to lead post-launch support on Contraband, which means that it might actually be getting close to completion. In fact, the listener goes on as far as straight up calling the title a live service. Holy crap, folks, we're getting another one. Who will define and derive the product strategy for the live service and to realize a high-fidelity live plan for the next 6 months. And this is the job listing. As a product lead for live, you are responsible for the player acquisition, engagement, retention, and monetization strategy of our live service. You better all be getting those wallets out and start buying those microtransactions. You want to support the developers, right, and keep them in a job? You better start emptying your bank accounts. You will own the product vision for live, optimize player value for our live KPIs, manage a small team of product managers, and lead marketing, community, and analytics for the project. You will also be a key stakeholder of the development team as on new live game features, content, and perform capabilities and represent live towards our publisher. Your primary focus will be on prioritizing the development roadmap and ensuring all releases meet their targets. Now, that is actually not true. Their primary focus is to make sure you guys are returning to the game and emptying your wallets. And as long as you guys are doing that, these companies will not lay off any of the staff, and then everyone can be happy. But just know that if you are not emptying your life savings into Contraband, you will be responsible for the layoffs. What do you mean, Ghosty? It's all the outrage right now. You know, you've got to care about this stuff. Where's your humanity? Why not? Holy shit! Okay, that was dark, but I appreciate it. That was dark, but that was good. That was good. Chat is just completely brutal today. That was for just £1,600 a month. Oh, that's brutal. That one came out of left field. That was I was not expecting that. Brick, you did good, man. You did good with that one, my dude. All right. While people are adopting developers, just so you know, Game Pass has you covered. You've got He Is Coming. Kind of on point. If you're adopting a dev, he or she is definitely coming. RoboCop Rogue City is now on Game Pass on Ultimate and Standard. And you got My Friendly Neighborhood on Ultimate. So at least you'll have something for them to play while they're looking for a new job. But this is what I was talking about. Studio behind Oblivion Remaster, one of 2025's biggest hits, subject to mass layoffs. A support studio. Well, I guess they were the actual developers, but still. What's this got to do with Microsoft? I'm actually confused. So basically, the gossip on the streets right now is that they basically did a really good remaster for Oblivion, and everyone was happy, and Oblivion did very well. In fact, Microsoft themselves have said Oblivion remaster was very profitable. However, because Microsoft didn't give them more work, they've laid off staff, and that's apparently now Microsoft's fault. They should have apparently given them Fallout 3 remaster. Basically, Microsoft should have just kept on feeding them games to remaster. I mean, I think this this just sounds worse and worse, right? Hey, Susanna, you don't have to tell me the laws of how this works. I pay you to do a job, you do a job, and then you're off. It's so weird. It's so weird. But hey, I just didn't have this on my bingo card that a random company having layoffs would be Microsoft's fault. That one was weird. Like, on a few levels of weirdness. I'm not even gonna spend more time on that because, you know, layoffs are layoffs. If there's no work, they're gonna cut down on stuff. It's that simple.